Yeah, right. Ha, that made it worse. Maybe a little bit of elbow grease, perhaps. Hang in there, folks. I'm trying. It's been a rough weekend for me and Charity both. Yeah. Rough weekend indeed. She moves. What do you want, Charity? Get up here. Ready? There you go. Okay. Let me help you out. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I had to help her up on the couch. So, greetings from the Erie Coast. This is Mad Shad and Charity. In what could be her final days. She has not eaten in 3 days. She's drinking water. She's very weak. But she fights. She still fights. So this has been an interesting week for me. Weekend. This probably started. Thursday, Friday. She started to eat something. Well, Monday, she started to decline in eating. And for the past 3 days, she has not eaten anything. So this could well be her last days. So I apologize for not doing trial by axe. Had it ready. I built it. I made it. Sean Mayer for Peanut and Freddie. But I've been a little consumed. Busy. Not really. Just sitting around waiting. And trying to get Charity to eat. So trying to not be emotional is really, really hard. It's watching your best friend and constant companion for 15 plus years pass away, wither and die in front of you. She doesn't seem to be in much discomfort. She's very weak, right? And this is basically what she does, just kind of lays around. She does get up, though. She does get up from time to time and get some water, take a piss, Yesterday was our last walk, I guess. She hasn't went for a walk outside, did her business or anything. So, you know. So this is going to be a very emotional, everyday, never forget. A very emotional weekend. I have to go to work tomorrow. Really don't want to. I want to be here for her. I don't want her to die alone. And here I am. And I don't know how to ask work. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. So yeah, greetings from the Erie Coast. This is Mad Shad and Charity. It's a wet day. Low 50s. Rain, constant rain. Tell you about those who didn't have a good day. Those Americans that were trapped in Afghanistan, left there by Trader Joe and his malicious / incompetent regime. And least we forget, 13 servicemen and women died at a gate, Kabul, Afghanistan, along with 200 other poor souls. 300 plus people lost arms and legs and limbs. Things that don't grow back, a lot of them service members as well. Every day, never forget, and never forget whose fault this is. Deploy knife hands. There was hope. Thousands of people, family, friends, loved ones, charitable organizations, law firms. I fucked that up, didn't I? Task Force Argo, Task Force Pineapple, Project Exodus, Project Dynamo Christian Coalition, Mighty Oak Foundation, just to name a few. And least we forget that 800, 900 plus individuals are still incarcerated over the J6 debacle, held there as political prisoners without sentencing, without bail. Torturous solitary confinement conditions. Someone lost an eye. There have been suicides. Every day, never forget, and never forget whose fault this is. And yes, definitely deploy more knife hands. But there's hope. Thousands of people, family, friends, loved ones, charitable organizations, law firms doing pro bono work, even some senators, congressmen, representatives, judges, former president, and Supreme Court getting into the fray. Meanwhile, I'm hanging out with Charity on her final days. I don't know who's dying, her or me. Feels like I'm dying. Grief. Many people would have taken her to the vet to get her euthanized a long time ago. Or out in the country, they would have just shot her. Put her out of her misery. And there's a part of me that really wants to get her euthanized. Just to end her troubles. End her suffering. But I know that's... I know that's a selfish thing because it's really for me. You know? To end her life so I can carry on with mine. I made a promise to her. A strong bond, a pact. I can't break that. I've given her a good life. I've helped her. She's helped me immensely. She's met so many people and touched so many lives. A lot of you folks out there know her. She's been the star of the show here. You know, Creek Still Flows. And parts of Everyday Never Forget, you know. It was the times when Charity was, it was just Charity, me and her walking. So in the same places that we walked, that's where I will bury her. I'm contemplating right now going to prepare her way. But I don't know if she'll last the day. I don't know if she'll last the night. She might carry on for another 2-3 days in this state. She's strong. And the body consumes everything, all the fat, all the nutrients, to keep the vital organs going and the mind going and the heart going. A lot of things happening. I've had to force myself to eat. And I've tried and tried and tried to get her to eat. She will not eat. Everything she eats, everything she drinks, she throws up. She's kind of warm. I have given her some coconut oil yesterday. I've tried to feed her solid food. She won't at all. Chicken broth, she won't. Steak, I cooked her a steak. She won't eat it. She licked it. But yeah. So that's been my journey this weekend. And please, make no mistake about it. I don't want your pity. I don't want your money. I just want to document this as a journey. That's all. That's it. Of course, you're going to do what you want to do. Sympathy is a strong thing. Everybody wants to help. But there's no help. There's nothing we can do at this time. I don't want any fundraisers. I don't want anything like that. No money, no monetary value. This is not for your. This is not pity. This is not, a grift. Definitely not a fucking grift, right? This is just the documentation and the closure of an amazing journey, an amazing story, very powerful story. That's it. That's all. That's all. Not monetized. Never have been. I've thought about it. Who gives a shit? I don't do this for money. I do it for the stickers. But anyway. So keep Charity in your thoughts and prayers. Think of her fondly as you watch the videos. A lot of people have met her. She's been all over the place. She's been to Missouri. She's been to Tennessee, West Virginia, Kentucky, Illinois. I mean, She came from South Carolina. We've went everywhere together. She's met so many people, and they all loved her, and she loved them. We've had amazing adventures. Amazing adventures. And she's been my motivation to keep my head above water, so to speak, to provide for her. Because without her, I would have no purpose. I would be fine living in squalor, being homeless, living out of my car, But I reserved myself to give her a good life, good comfortable life, right? And I reserve the same to give her a comfortable death. I think society now has evolved to the point where let's just euthanize her, get it over with, right? Yeah, I thought about that. I thought about just ending her life. What kind of person would that make me be? I carried her for 15, 16 years. She's probably 18, 19 years old, maybe older. I don't know, in her 20s. I don't know. It's been guesstimated she was about 3 years old to 5 years old when I got her. I've had her for 16 years now. So you do the approximate math. Never had her fixed. Very rarely has she had a rabies shot. I think she had one, maybe two. No drugs. She ate some amazing food, right? I still have some of the antlers and bones that she chewed on, destroyed. So the passing, it's a very emotional thing. It is. Charity, everybody loves you. She's sleeping now. She's having little spasms, but she's nice and comfortable and warm. I'm sure she's tired. Right. We spent the better part of the night. I listened to music from I'm a Huckleberry. Well into the night. Just hanging out with Charity. On the floor. Literally, on the floor. Just hanging out. Right, just being with her. Every now and then she'd raise her head and look at me. Get up, stand, look around, make a little circle, and then lay back down again. I tried to get her into going to bed with me, into the bed. I was like, do you want to die on the floor or you want to die on the bed? You want to be comfortable? But so finally she wanted to get on the couch, this couch right here. So I let her up on the couch and I laid down with her. Right. Woke up, she was gone. She had went to bed. I'm on the couch like, oh man, what the hell, So I walk in there and she's just passed out. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll let her be. She wanted to be alone, I guess. I did notice the last walk she was looking for places to hide. Trying to go behind bushes to lay down. It's like, no. That's the way, right? Deers do that. When they know they're close to death, they hide themselves, cover themselves in leaves, find a cubbyhole somewhere to crawl into and die. I get that. Because death, it's a personal journey, right? For us as well, for her as well. It's a very personal journey. Can't be selfish, but I'd rather prefer her die here in comfort, not have to suffer out there in the wild. So that's what I'm doing. Taking this journey of death with Charity. It's very surreal, at times emotional, very boring. I haven't done much. I keep thinking there's hope. Maybe if she makes her way through this, on the other side of this, maybe it's just an episode. Maybe she's just sick, really sick. And maybe she can pull through. I mean, that's hope, right? But of course, there's the other part of my mind going, we know what this is. But I still have to have some hope. You know, if she eats one meal, one bite of food, I'm like, yes, that would be hope for me, right? That would be hope that she will survive and carry on. And then, of course, it'd be a long recovery, right? Maybe costly recovery. And who knows how many days or weeks or years she'll have after that. So all I can do is just hang out with her, right? That's all I can do. That's all I'm going to do. And then when she goes, I will prepare her final resting place. An undisclosed location. And I'll visit her often. But, you know, this great thing about this whole social media, everything is preserved for antiquities, right? As soon as I upload this video, it's here forever. You know, in some obscure way. Not only will it be out there in the interwebs, you know, in countless databases, be in your hearts and minds as well. All you amazing folks out there that have enjoyed my journey and Charity's as well, and have shared in her journey. I think it's a beautiful thing. I do. But all good things must come to an end. And here we are. So, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Come what may, right? Nothing else I can do at this point, except to just make her comfortable and try not to lose it. There's been a few times when, you know, I've gotten a little teary-eyed. My eyes got a little watery, right? But you know, I haven't lost it yet. Keep my composure. Right? I mean, Charity's got her strong will, and I'm learning from it. So to everyone, here you go. Here's Charity. Before I end the video. We love you, Charity. Yeah. Every day, never forget.